Today we will see some of more examples on controllability, observability, stabilizability and detectability. Now see here, yesterday that we have seen the examples on controllability. Let us say controllability matrix. We know controllability matrix, we will suppose represent it is MC, M for matrix and C for controllability. It is equals to the matrix of B, then it is A into B, then it is A square into B, then dash dash dash, then it is A raised to n minus 1 into B, and matrix gets completed. So this is my controllability matrix, that is MC, and if this matrix satisfies the rank, then we can say that my system states are controllable. Then second, output controllability. Output controllability matrix, let's say we will represent it as MOC, M star M for matrix, O for output and C for controllability. It is equals to, this becomes CB, then it is CAB, then it is CA square into B, so on. It is CA raised to n minus 1 into B, then it is D, and matrix gets completed. So this is more my output controllability. Conditions remain same. We will find out the each elements of this matrix, and then we have to find out the rank of the matrix, and if the rank of the matrix is matches, then we can say that my output controllability matrix or the output controllability is set. Third is observability matrix. Now this observability matrix is denoted by M0. This M for matrix and O for observability. It is equals to C transpose, then it is A transpose C transpose, then it is A transpose square and C transpose, so on. So it is A transpose n minus into C transpose. So this is my matrix. So we have to find out the each element of this matrix, and then we have to find out the rank, and if the rank is matching, then we can say that my system is completely observable. Now these are the controllability and the observability. Now we will see the one more, that is stability. If system is fully state controllable, then it is stable. Stabilizability, that we have to find out. If the system is fully controllable, first we have to find out the controllability of the systems, and if it is controllable, then we can say that it is a stabilizable. And fifth is detectability. If system fully state observable, then it is detectable. How we can find out the detectability and the stabilizability of the system? So first we have to find out the controllability, and if the system is controllable, then we can say that it is stable. and we have to find out the observability of the system, and if the system is fully observable, then we can say that it is a detectable. No test is required. No test is required. But if the system is not controllable, even though my system will be stable, so for that one we have to perform the test on it. So we have to find out the transfer function of the system, and from the transfer function of the system we can find out the stabilizability or the stability of the system. Similarly, in the observability we have to perform the test, and if suppose the system is not observable, even though my system is detectable, but how we can find out that detectability? Then again we have to find out the transfer function of the system, and from the transfer function of the system we will say that, or we can find out whether my system is detectable or not. For this one we will see one of the example. Consider the system as x dot it is equals to ax plus bu, and y it is equals to cx, where a it is equals to 1 2 1 0, b it is equals to -2 -3, -2 -3, and c it is equals to 1 1, and c it is equals to 1 1. A it is equals to 1 2 1 0, b it is equals to -2 -3, and c it is equals to 1 1. Is the system stabilizable and detectable? Is the system is stabilizable and detectable? So this we have to find out, stabilizability and the detectability of the system. Now the system is given, that is x dot it is equals to ax plus bu, and y it is equals to cx. That is as usual our systems is there. In this one the matrix A is given, that is 1 2 1 0, B is given, that is -2 and 3, and C matrix is given, that is 1 1. C matrix is given, that is 1 1. Now first we will see, for this one we will see the solution. Okay, so first we will find out controllability matrix. Controllability matrix, that is MC it is equals to, controllability matrix MC it is equals to, here is the B and AB only, because it is a 2 by 2 matrix, so we have the only two elements are there, one is B and another is AB. So B is known, that is -2 -3. Now we will find out the AB. So AB it is equals to 1 2 1 0, and okay, this is my A and this is my B, that is -2 -3. So AB it is equals to this row and this column. So 1 into -2, that is -2 plus 2 into 3, that is 6, -2 plus 6, that is, this is -2 and plus 6, that is -2 plus 6, that is -4, and here is the -2 and here is the 0, so this becomes -2 and this becomes -2. This is -4 -2. Once again we will see, this is -2 and this is 6, -2 plus 6, -2 plus 6, that is, here is the +4 and here is the -2 plus 0, that becomes -2. So this is +4 and -2, +4 and -2. So this is my AB, Now we will find out the controllability matrix, that is B AB it is equals to, B is what, -2 3, and AB it is equals to 4 and -2, So this becomes minus 2 into minus 2, that is 4. 4 minus 12, that is minus 8. Minus 8. Okay, so this is a non-zero matrix. So the rank of the matrix, is 2. So the system is controllable, fully controllable. System is fully controllable. Hence the system is stabilizable. Because it is fully controllable, so my system is also stabilizable. So this we can write down directly. Whether my system is fully controllable, so my system is stabilizable also. Now we have to find out about the detectability. To find out the detectability, we have to find out first the observability. So first we will find out observability matrix. Now observability matrix M0, it is given by C transpose, A transpose and C transpose. See here, observability matrix is C transpose, A transpose, C transpose and so on. So it is a 2 by 2 matrix. A is a 2 by 2 matrix. So we have only two elements. One is the C transpose and then A transpose and C transpose. So now C is given. C, it is equals to how much? 1 1. So C transpose, it is equals to 1 1. This rows go converted into the column, that is 1 1. Now A is known. A is how much? 1 2 1 0. 1 2 1 0. So A transpose, it is equals to this 1 1 becomes the row, and this 2 0, now it becomes the row. So this is my A transpose and this is my C transpose. We will find out A transpose, C transpose, it is equals to 1 1 2 0 multiplied by this 1 1. It is equals to 1 into 1, that is 2. 1 into 1 is 1, plus 1 into 1, that is 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. And here is the 2 into 1, that is 2, and 0 into 1, that is 0. So here is the 2. So my A transpose, C transpose is 2 by 2, is 2 2, and C transpose is 1 1. So now we will find out M0, that is my controllability matrix, that is C transpose, A transpose, C transpose. It is equals to, C transpose is 1 1, so this becomes 1 1, and A transpose, C transpose, that is 2 2. So the determinant of M0, it is equals to 1 into 2 minus 1 into 2, 1 into 2 minus 1 into 2, it is equals to 0. So that means my determinant, it is equals to 0. Hence the rank of matrix is less than 2. Hence system is not observable. My rank is 0, my determinant is 0, so my rank of this matrix is less than 2. So we can say that my system is not observable. Now that we know that system is not observable, but we have to find out the detectability. Now to find out the detectability, we have to find out the transfer function. To find detectability, now see here, it is not observable, so we cannot comment on whether my system is detectable or not. So to find out the detectability, to find out the detectability, determine transfer function of the system. Determine the transfer function of the system. Transfer function of the system. A state space equation is given. A state space equation is given, and from the state space equations we can find out the transfer function. The transfer function y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to c in bracket si minus a whole inverse multiplied by b plus d. Here d it is equals to 0. Here d it is equals to 0. So y of s divided by u of s. Here d is not given, so we will assume that d is 0. So transfer function y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to c multiplied by si minus a whole inverse multiplied by b. Whole inverse multiplied by b. Now we know c, we know b. C is given, b is given. Now we have to find out the si minus a whole inverse. Now first we will find out si minus a. Si minus a, it is equals to, a is a 2 by 2 matrix. A is 2 by 2 matrix. So s into I is also 2 by 2 matrix. That becomes s into s0, 0 and s. 0 and s. Now s0, 0, s. Diagonally we have the ss, and rest of all the elements are 0, 0. So this is my Si matrix minus A. A is how much? 1, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 1, 0. So we will write down 1, 2, 1, 0. So Si minus A, it is equals to, this is s minus 1. So this becomes s minus 1. This is 0 minus 2, so that means this is minus 2. This is 0 minus 1, so this becomes minus 1. S minus 0, so that becomes s. So this we know. Now we know Si minus A inverse, it is equals to adjunct of Si minus A divided by the determinant of Si minus A. The determinant of Si minus A. We have to find out the adjunct of Si minus A divided by determinant of Si minus A. So first we will find out the determinant Si minus A, it is equals to, this is s into s minus 1, and this is minus 1 into minus 2, that is my plus 2, so this becomes minus 2. So it is equals to s square minus s minus 2. So this we can write, it is equals to s plus 1, and it is s minus 2. Si minus A, it is equals to s plus 1 and s minus 2 and s minus 2. These equations we know. So this we have calculated. That is Si minus A, it is equals to s plus 1, s minus 2. Now we will find out the adjunct of the Si minus A. Adjunct of Si minus A. See there. Here Si minus A, we will calculate the determinant, that is s into s minus 1, and this is minus, and this is minus 1 into minus 2, that is minus plus 2. So minus 2 is there. So s into s minus 1 minus 2 is there. So it is becomes s square minus s. This is minus 2 as it is. So it is nothing but the s plus 1 and s minus 2. So this is my Si minus A determinant. Now we will find out the adjunct of the Si minus A. Adjunct of Si minus A. Now adjunct of the Si minus A, so we have to interchange the position of these two components or the elements. So this is Si minus 1 and this is S. We will first change the position. So here is the S. We will take S here and Si minus 1 here. S minus 1 here. So this becomes S minus 1. we will complete this one first. And here is the -2, so this becomes, we will change the sign of these two. Here is the -2, so this becomes +2. So here is the 2 and here is -1, so this becomes +1. So this becomes +1. So now we know SI minus A inverse, it is equals to adjunct of SI minus A divided by determinant of SI minus A, it is equals to, it is adjuncts we know and SI minus A we know. It is how much? S plus 1, S minus 2. So we can write it is equals to 1 divided by, it is 1 divided by, so 1 divided by S plus 1, S minus 2, and here we have to multiply this S, here is the 2, here is S, here is 2, here is 1, and here is minus 1, and here is S minus 1. So this is SI minus 1, SI minus A inverse, SI minus A inverse. Now see here, in the transfer function we know C, we know SI minus A inverse, and we know B. So let's say this is my equation A. Let's say this is my equation A. So Y of S divided by U of S, it is equals to C SI minus A inverse multiplied by B. Now we will put the values. C, it is equals to how much? 1 1. C, it is equals to, it is given, C, it is equals to 1 1. So first you write down 1 1 SI minus A inverse, it is equals to this, divided by S plus 1, S plus 2, and here is in, it is S 2 1, S minus 1, and then B, it is how -2 -2 3. So this becomes -2 and 3, -2 and 3. So this we can write down. So this we will take it outside. So this becomes S plus 1 and S minus 2 and S minus 2. Here it is 1 1 as it is, and we will solve this one. This S2 we will multiply -2 and -3. So this becomes how much? S into -2, that is -2s plus 6, -2s plus 6. This we get, and here it is -2 multiplied by 3s minus 3, -2 plus 3s minus 3, that means -3s, and this is -3 and this is -2, so this becomes -5. So this becomes -5. So this is -2, this is -3, this is this is +3, this is +3, and this is -3. So this is -3 -2, that is -5. So this is 3s minus 5, 3s minus 5. So this value we get. Now we can write down it is equals to 1 divided by S plus 1 as it is, and it is S minus 2 as it is, and now we will solve this 1 multiplied by this plus 1 multiplied by this. So we can write down this is -2s plus 6, okay, and plus 3s minus 5, plus 3s minus 5. This row multiplied by this column. So 1 into this, that means 2s plus 6 minus 2s plus 6 plus 3s minus 5, 3s minus 5. So this we can write it is equals to 1 divided by s plus 1 s minus 2 multiplied by, this is -2 plus 3s, so this becomes s, and this is 6 minus 5, so this becomes plus 1, so this becomes plus 1. So now here y of s, here y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 and s minus 2 and s minus 2. Now see here s plus 1 and s plus 1 gets cancelled, s plus 1 and s plus 1 gets cancelled. Now see here, if we cancel this one, If this cancel this one, my transfer functions becomes 1 over s minus 2. But what we are cancelling, it is s plus 1 and s plus 1. S plus 1 and s plus, the cancelling element is s plus 1. S plus 1. So s it is equals to minus 1. So s it is equals to, if we transfer this 1 to the left side, then it becomes s it is equals to minus 1, which is in the left half of s plane. S it is equals to minus 1. Yes, it is equals to minus 1. So that means it will lie like this one. This is my 0. So here this becomes minus 1. So this becomes minus 1. So that means it will lie in the left half of the s plane. Left half of the s plane. Hence system is detectable. Hence the system is detectable, even though my system is not observable. My system is not observable because my determinant of m0 is coming 0. So we can say that my system is not observable. But even though my system is detectable, how we can find out? First we have to find out the transfer function of the system, then find out the roots of the systems, and which roots are getting cancelled, that you have to find out, and find out that root whether it is lying in the right half of the s plane or the left half of the s plane. If it is lies in the right half of the left half of the s plane, then we can say that it is detectable. We are not talking about the controllability or the stabilizability, because it is already controllable and stable. But for the observability, my system is not observable. Hence we will find out the transfer functions, and from the transfer functions we will find out the cancellation of the root. That cancellation elements we will find out whether it is lying in the left half of the s plane or in the right half of the s plane. Here it is lying in the left half of the s plane, so we can say that my system is detectable. So this way we can find out the detectability of the system, the detectability and the stabilizability of the system. Now we will see the one more example, that is example. Here it is same example, we will change only the matrix C. Consider the system as shown below. X dot it is equals to ax plus bu, and y it is equals to cx plus du, where a it is equals to 1 to 1 0, b it is equals to minus 2 3, and c it is equals to, here what is c, 1 1, and now we will take it is 1 minus 2. Here the c is 1 1, but here we will consider it is minus 1 by 2. Now again we have to find out whether is the system stabilizable and detectable. Is the system stabilizable and detectable? Now the system is given. In a previous system a and b was same one, but here only the change is in the c. Here the only change is in the c. Now a is same, b is same. A is same and b is same. Here a is 1 2 1 0 minus 2 minus 3, 1 2 1 0 minus 2 minus 3. A and b are same. Now see here, what is my controllability matrix? That is b and ab. So that means my controllability matrix C will remain same for this example. What is here? The rank of the matrix is 2 and my system is controllable. Matrix in this one, we will not solve once again this one. Matrix, here we can directly write down system is controllable. System is controllable. Now see here, what is my observability matrix? M0 it is equals to C transpose, A transpose and C transpose. Now see here the C is different. Here the C is 1 1 and here the C is 1 and minus 2. So that means my C is different. So my observability matrix will be something different. That we will find out. Now observability matrix. M0 it is equals to C transpose, A transpose and C transpose, because A is 2 by 2 matrix, so we have C transpose and A transpose, C transpose. A is 2 by 2, so we have the only two elements in the this one, so we have C transpose and A transpose, C transpose. Now we know C it is equals to how much? 1 minus 2. So C transpose it is equals to 1 and minus 2. That row gets converted into column, and A is given. A is how much? 1 to 1 0. So A transpose it is equals to this, we know. This is 1 1 and this is 2 0. This row, this column becomes this row and this column becomes this row. So 1 1 and 2 0. Now we know that A transpose, C transpose. So now we will calculate A transpose, C transpose. It is equals to 1 1 2 0 multiplied by 1 minus 2. So it is coming 1 into 1, that is 1, and 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. And 2 into 0, 2 into 1, that is 2, and 0 into minus 2, that is 0. So here we have 2 plus 0, that means 2. 2 plus 0 means 2. So we have the matrix A transpose, C transpose is minus 1, minus 2. Now we will find out the observability matrix, that is C transpose, A transpose and C transpose. It is equals to, what is C transpose? That is 1 minus 2. What is A transpose, C transpose? That is minus 1 and 2. Now see here, this determinant of M0, it is equals to 1 into 2 minus 1 into minus 2. So it is equals to 2 minus 2. So it is equals to 0. So again determinant is 0. Hence matrix rank is less than 2. Hence system is not observable. The system is not observable. Now we have calculated the M0 matrix, and from the M0 matrix we have calculated the determinant of the M0, and it is coming 0. Hence we can say that my system matrix ranks is less than 2, and hence we can say that it is not observable. So to find out the rank, you have to find out the determinant of this one, and if the determinant is not equals to 0, then we say that it is satisfying the rank. Now here the determinant is 0, so my rank is less than 2 and my system is observable. Now again to find out the detectability, For this one, calculate transfer function. Calculate again transfer function, whether my system is detectable or not. Because it is not observable, so we cannot say that whether it is detectable or not. If it is observable, then we can directly say that it is detectable. But here it is not observable, so we have to prove by test whether it is detectable or not. So for that one, first we have to calculate the transfer function. Calculate the transfer function. Formula for the transfer function, that is y of s divided by u of s. It is equals to c in bracket si minus a whole inverse multiplied by b. Because here d is 0, so we will not add d. So y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to c multiplied by si minus a whole inverse into b. Now see here, the a here and a here both are same, so si minus a inverse will remain same. Si minus a inverse, this we have calculated in the previous examples. How much it is? Si minus a inverse is 1 divided by s plus 1 s minus 2 and multiplied by this. From previous example, si minus a whole inverse, it is equals to, it is how much? This a value, this a is nothing but equals to 1210, and here also it is in this example, here it is also 1210, and here is also how much we have taken, sorry, in the previous examples it is 1210 and c is 11, and here consider this one, here is 1210 and c is 1 minus 2 and 1 minus 2, but a is 1210 and here is a is 1210, so si minus a inverse will remain same, that is nothing but equals to s, what is that one, it is how much it was, si minus a inverse, it is equals to s plus 1 and s minus 2 and s minus 2, and here it is multiplied by s into 2 and 1 into s minus 1, s to 1 and s minus 1. So this is my si minus a inverse that we have already calculated in the previous example, so I have taken it as it is. Instead of doing all the calculations, I have taken it as it is. So but you have to solve this one. Whenever it is asked in the example, in the exams, then you have to solve the si minus a inverse, and it is coming s plus 1 and s minus 2 multiplied with s to 1 and s minus 1. Now we will put y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to c value. C is how much? 1 and minus 2. 1 minus 2. Then si minus a inverse, that is 1 divided by s plus 1 s minus 2, and in matrix, that is s to 1 and s minus 1, and then b it is equals to how much? minus 2 and 3. See there, b is minus 2 3 and c is 1 minus 2. C is 1 minus 2 and b is minus 2 and 3. So now we can write down this one, it is equals to this, we will take it the outside, that is s plus 1 and here is s minus 2, and then we will write down here it is 1 and minus 2 as it is, and then we will solve this one. This is s into minus 2, that is minus 2s plus 6, minus 2s plus 6, and this is minus 2, this is minus 2, and this is 3s minus 3, minus 2 minus 3, that is minus 5, means this is 3s minus 5, 3s minus 5. Now we will solve this one. It is equals to 1 divided by s plus 1 s minus 2 as it is, and then this row and this column, so 1 into this one, that is minus 2s plus 6 as it is, and this is minus 2 multiplied by 3s plus 3s minus 5, minus 2 multiplied by 3s, that is minus 6x, and minus 2 multiplied by minus 5, so this becomes plus 10. So this becomes plus 10. So we can write this one. Y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to, we will write down this as it is, 1 divided by s plus 1 s minus 2, and here it is minus 2 minus 6, minus 2s minus 6x means minus 8s, and this is 6 plus 10, that means 16, minus 8s plus 16, minus 8s plus 16. So this value we have. Now what we will do here, y of s divided by u of s, it is equals to, this is minus 8, we will take it outside, so this becomes s, and this is minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 8, that is plus 16, and s into minus 8, that becomes minus 8s divided by s plus 1, and here is s minus 2. So here is what it is cancelling, s minus 2 elements is cancelling. S minus 2 is cancelling, so s, it is equals to 2 lies in right half of s plane. S is equals to 2, 2 is plus, s, it is equals to 2, that is positive, so that means it is in the right half of the s planes. Hence system is not detectable. Here the cancelling part is s minus 2 gets cancelled, so s minus 2 is cancelling, so that means s, it is equals to 2, which lies in the right half of the s plane, so that system is not detectable. So the system is not detectable. Now see here, in the previous examples, what was the cancelling element? S plus 1. So s, it is equals to minus 1, which lies in the left half of the s plane. So hence the system is detectable. If the cancelling elements lies in the left half of the s plane, system is detectable. Okay, and it is lies in the right half of the s plane, so that the system is not detectable. So this way we can calculate the detectability. We will see some more examples on the stability on tomorrow.